Wits management is due to hold a referendum later this week on the fees must fall disruptions and the manner in which they affect academics. The university will poll staff and students on the ongoing fees must fall protest later this week, saying that the voices of the majority of students and staff need to be heard. The statement comes as the university says it received hundreds of emails calling for the academic program to resume. The referendum will be on the resumption of the academic program on Monday the 3rd of October. Wits has requested the Independent Electoral Commission to oversee the process and to verify the results independently. Meanwhile, Wits students have not let up on the protests. A march was staged yesterday to the medical campus by the students. The SRC is expected to hand over a memorandum to Wits Vice-Chancellor Professor Adam Habib sometime in the week. Following campus violence last week and the discovery of 3 petrol bombs on Friday, the university suspended all activities on campus until it can guarantee the safety and security of all staff, students and property.
It is not for us to speculate on the outcome of what it will be. We are just saying that at this stage we've received hundreds of emails and calls from parents, from students and staff who want to go back to class. We're saying that we will run the poll. This week we will gauge the thoughts of staff and students, and depending on what they say, if the majority of them want to go back to class next Monday, we will, with the appropriate security measures in place, then we will need to do so. That's how democracy works. All responses will obviously be anonymous, and we are asking the IEC to help us this week to get this poll done.
But protesting students at Wits are adamant about their demands and the protests.
Register my disappointment at the Vice-Chancellor because he has not been anywhere to be seen for the past 2 weeks. You wake up, you see him on Morning Live. Furthermore, we say, Chief, we're going to come to your house because you're not on campus. We're going to bring a memorandum of internal demands. He throws all sorts of tantrums and he dares to say that if we come there, we're harassing his family and he's going to get the police to shoot us. That is sheer arrogance. Because, comrades, that house, he didn't buy with his mind.
Well, in an interview with ANN7, Wits Vice-Chancellor Adam Habib says protesting students should not violate the rights of those who want to study. He says an entire generation will be lost if the protests continue to disrupt academics. The Wits rector lamented that university principals now have to worry about safety instead of research and teaching. He says vice-chancellors are not skilled in security protocols.
In the 1980s, there was a very dangerous call made by some people. It said, no education before liberation. And it destroyed a generation. The question that we have to ask now is there's a call being made by some people that says if there's no free education, there should be no education at all. I think it's an irresponsible call. It could destroy a generation. And I think that we cannot allow that to happen. And so what we need to do is to try and get, if you like, a level of pragmatism so that we begin to build towards an agenda for free education, but for now that we don't sacrifice the education of 1 million students. Campuses are burning. Literally, we've got residents burning. Only this morning, there are places burning. So when people say to me, there's no threat, I say, what are you seeing around the country? What do you mean there's no threat? What do you think is happening when burnings are happening all over the place? So don't tell me there's no threat. My responsibility is to try and make sure that nobody gets hurt. And actually, it's everybody's responsibility, including leaders.